straight from Kakamega County with the celebrations of World Food Day. Just what's the mood like, and what exactly do we expect to be addressed in that meeting?
Well, Dennis, water is life, water is food, leave no one behind is the theme guiding this year's World Food celebrations here being held here at Bukura Agricultural Training Institute here in Kakamega County. We're expecting the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, to be gracing this particular event. And of course, whenever such celebrations are held here, they normally witness a number of partners, a number of exhibitors who showcase whatever they have done in the past, whatever they are doing currently, because remember that we're actually in a scenario where some parts of the country have actually been witnessing shortage in terms of food, in terms of water. And of course, whenever you experience that and witness that shortage of water, then of course it goes a long way in ensuring that maybe there is actually insufficiency in terms of food supply. So let's just talk to some of the partners here, some of the stakeholders who've actually been really participating quite consistent with this course whenever such celebrations are actually being held in different parts of the country. Karibu sana ndugu, you're actually from World Vision, but just tell us your name and your title, and of course what you've done to ensure that you also contribute in terms of food security, in terms of water access to all in the country.
Thank you so much. My name is Bernard Owino. I am the Livelihood and Resilience Program Officer for World Vision. As World Vision, we are delighted and happy to be part and associated with this celebration of World Food Day under the theme, water is life, water is food, leave no one behind. As World Vision and being a child-focused organization, we take cognizance that children are the people that bear the brunt most of the unequal food systems, which has been disrupted by, of course, climate change, conflict, and of course also disasters. And therefore, we know that there is water scarcity happening everywhere due to what I've mentioned. And as World Vision, we've been in the forefront to ensure that we work with the communities and partners together to ensure that communities are able to mitigate against water scarcity. Among the things that we've been able to do where we work within the 47 counties in Kenya, we've been able to train our farmers to efficiently use water and manage water by implementing activities and interventions that enable them use water efficiently, among them drip irrigation, capturing and storing water, and also using seeds that are able to adapt to the current situation or the prevailing weather conditions. And as today in this celebration, we showcasing and we brought groups just to talk to people about the benefits they've seen out of some of the interventions that we've seen happening. I want to say also that this celebration and indeed the theme of the World Food Celebration today is in sync and sits well with our World Vision campaigns dubbed Enough Campaign. Enough Campaign is a call for partners to work together, is a call for government, both local and national government, to work together to ensure there's collective action. We're calling people to double their efforts to ensure that we end child hunger and malnutrition that is currently happening.
Maybe from your end, you must have, maybe, not really must, but you may have zoned the country, mapped it, and maybe areas that experience witness intense rainfall. Some do not have even water scarce. Of course, that's a crucial commodity. And also, from your end, you may have also established areas where they can actually support those indigenous resilient crops that do not really require a lot of water. Quite briefly, maybe just bring us to speed with such.
Yeah, indeed, Kenya is zoned as we have cell areas where we have the extreme water scarcity, and of course we have high rainfall areas that are receiving adequate rainfall. So for these areas, the SL areas, and that's where indeed we focusing on the fragile areas, areas that are, I can say, forgotten. And we I've reached out to these areas, look at what potential they have in terms of what is it that can survive and adapt to that climate, and that's what we've done. So drought-tolerant crops, like cassava and sweet potato, which if you visit our tent, you'll be able to see what's happening and the value addition that are happening. Places like Baringo, places like Narok, in places like extreme areas like Taitiat, and things are happening. Being able to harvest the little showers, rainfall that's happening, the capturing of the and storage through farm ponds and everything, they're able to make this happen. Nice. So yeah.
Thanks so much. Well, from World Vision, of course, their contribution in terms of food supply and water supply in the areas that have actually been witnessing scarce supply of that crucial commodity. But we also talk to the chief officer in charge of livestock, fisheries and veterinary services at the county government of Kakamega, actually is the hosts of these particular celebrations. Maybe from your end as a county, agriculture is also devolved. It goes a long way in ensuring that we achieve that crucial goal of food security. From your end, what has actually been done to ensure that water is actually supplied sufficiently in all the homesteads, and also to ensure that we also have those indigenous crops that are actually quite resilient?
Thank you. A lot has been going on.
Maybe we'll start with the name.
Okay, my name is Jessica Wekuwesonga, Chief Officer, Livestock, Veterinary Services and Fisheries Development. All right, so there's a lot going on in regards to Kakamega County. The fact that we have a tropical forest, that means that we have water, rainwater almost throughout the year, and the world around us is a bit green. So for those many reasons, we have a lot of water. And what we do as a county is to ensure that we capacity build our farmers. We do a lot of employment and training them on various things like smart farms. Yes. We have also AFS, where we train our farmers on fish farming. Yes. And then we also make sure in schools we provide basic foods for the children because of malnutrition. So the governor has made sure that he produces and supports the school feeding program, especially for the ECD. You understand that's where a brain is developing for a small child, and therefore nutrition is very key. So we make sure that the children are well catered for, and especially now that the poverty levels around Kakamega County is quite low. They are very high, sorry. Yes.
Maybe I'm being directed by my director that time is quite insufficient, but of course in the next hour, in about like 5 minutes, we shall be transitioning to the Swahili Bulletin. We shall still be talking about fish in terms of food supply, because Kakamega is not one of the counties clustered under the blue economy, and really the proximity to the large water body is quite far. But we shall be catching up later in like 5 minutes. But of course, Dennis, listening from the chief officer here and the man from World Vision, really talking about food security. And of course, you can't talk about food security before talking about sufficient supply of water. But from the county and the World Vision, and of course for the other showcases here, they are talking about a common goal. But from here, we shall be transitioning to the Kiswahili Bulletin, where we shall still be catching up with the ladies and gentlemen here.